Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. What's up, Mr. O here. And today we're going to learn about linear equation and we're going to apply it to real life application. And this is the main idea of why we're learning, at least the basic algebra or linear equation is for able for us to apply this logically in our real life situation. And today, so we're going to have some examples to on how we can apply solving the equation in our real life situation. Like here, Jack. Jack earns $10 per hour. So some of you kids are probably working right now and you're earning. That's really good. So if you're Jack, you earn $10 per hour. How much does he earn for working up to 7 hours? So write the linear equation. Before you write a linear equation here, you have to identify some variable. First, x will be the number of hours Jack works, and y will be his daily wage, for that one. So here, we know that Jack earns $10 per hour. Do you know how many hours will he work? Maybe today is 7 hours, but tomorrow, do you know? You don't know. So I'm going to multiply it by x. When you multiply the $10 by x, or the number of hours, that will give you the daily wage that he will earn. And this is your equation. But if you're being asked to work for 7 hours, if you're Jack, you will plug in that 7 right here. So y will be 10 times 7 will give you y is equal to $70 in 7 hours of working. Okay, very simple, right? Good job. Now let's see this one here. Car hire cost includes a deposit of $50 plus an hourly rate of $20. Okay, so if you rent a car, you put a money for deposit amount of $50 plus an hourly rate of $20. So you put the 50 and the 20 keeps adding every hour. Okay. How much does it cost to hire or rent the car for up to 8 hours? Write the equation. So before we write the equation, let's define our variables. X here will be the number of hours we're going to use the car, and y will be the amount of total number of no, set number. It will be the total cost of renting or hiring a car. Okay, so let's put it in a perspective now. So again, when you go to, let's say, a car hire company, how much money do you put in right away? You put right away 50 bucks, $50. And then that's not the only thing you have to pay. You're gonna add more to your cost of what? You're gonna add $20, but that's only if you use it for 1 hour, because says here an hourly rate of $20. But what if you use it for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, or you never know? So that's why you need to put here the number of hours will be X. And then that will be the total cost of everything. Let's say we don't call the insurance, we don't call other perks or anything. We'll just leave it like that. So y is equal to 50 plus 20x, and that will be your equation. Now, let's plug in now the 8 hours. How much does it cost to hire the car for up to 8 hours? So we're going to plug in the 8 right there on that x. So y is equal to 50x. No, y is equal to 50 plus 20 times 8. So 20 times 8 is 160. So that will give us y is equal to $210. So it will cost you $210 in 8 hours use of the car rental. Okay, very simple, right? Let's go here now. Troy Troy's truck has 30-gallon gas tank and gets an average of 21 miles per gallon. For letter A, write an equation to represent the amount of gas in Troy's truck after driving a certain number of miles. Assuming he starts with a full tank, define your variables. So let's define our variables first here. So let's say T is the total gas left after driving, okay? And let's say the M is the number of miles used or consumed driving, okay? So what's the scenario here? So the scenario is that Troy's truck has 30 gallons all in all. And that, obviously, if you have a full tank in your car, and the more you drive it, it reduces the number of gallons left in the tank. So since your consumption, the consumption of 30 gallons reduces for every mile that you use it, you subtract the 30 gallons by the number of miles you travel. But remember, Troy's truck averages 20 miles per gallon. So that means since you do not know how many miles he will travel, I'm going to put here M, that's the number of miles he will travel or use the truck, divided by 21 miles. Why divide by 21? Because imagine if he drove the car or the truck, I mean, by 42 miles. That means 42 miles is my M. 42 divided by 21. That means he consumed 2 gallons, and that 2 gallons will be subtracted to 30 because the full tank of his truck is 30 gallons. Make sense? Good. So, and whatever is left, the difference of 30 and M over 21 will be the total gas left on his truck. Got it? Good. So now this is our equation. Letter B, if the tank has half full, approximately how many miles has Troy driven since last filling up his tank? So I'm going to leave this to you, but let me help you. What is the half full? Half full is 15 because 30 gallon is the full tank divided by 2 is 15 is equal to 30 minus m over 21. From here, you're going to solve the equation. Okay, so minus 30 here. This will cross out. This will be negative 15 is equal to negative m over 21. And how do we solve an equation from here? We just simply need to multiply both sides by 21. 21. So 21 times negative 15 will give us negative 315 is equal to this cancel out negative m. We're solving for m. We're solving for the number of miles. So we just divide by negative 1, negative 1. So therefore, m is equal to 315 miles. Okay? There you have it. Okay? Let's go one more. All right. So the music store sold 12 trumpets and 19 clarinets last month. Okay. So let's say here, A, write an equation to show the amount of money earned on trumpet and clarinet sales last month. Define your variables. So let's start first with D is the amount price of trumpets, and C is the amount of price of clarinet. All right. So write an equation to show the amount of money. So we know that the music store sold 12 trumpet. Do you know how much each the price of a trumpet? You don't know. So let's say 12D. Because if the amount of the trumpet for every piece of that instrument is, let's say, $5, you multiply the amount of price to the quantity that it sold, and for you to know how much it sells. And also you add it by the number of clarinet times its price. Do you know the price of the clarinet a piece? No, you don't know. So I'm going to put 12C, right? Is equal to the sales. How much sales do they have? So let's say we can also write here. Let me just delete this one. Let's add it here. S will be the total sales. So let's put here S. Okay, there you have it. And that is our equation. If clarinet sell for $139.95, so the clarinet's price is 139.95, and the store made 4,578.45 cents from sales of the two instruments. Find the price of a trumpet. So using our equation, 12T plus 19C is equal to S. On this scenario, we know that the total sales is 4,578.45 cents and 45 cents. And we know that the clarinet is $139.95. We can find the value or the price of a trumpet. So it will be now 12T plus 19C is 139.95 cents is equal to 4,578 and 45 cents. What? Then we get the product of 19 times 139, 19 times 139.95. That will give us 12T plus 2,659.05 is equal to $4,578.45. We will subtract it by 2,659 and 5 cents on both sides of the equation. 12T will drop. And their difference will be 1,919 and 40 cents. I will divide this by 12 and this by 12. Therefore, T, or the price of a trumpet, is $159.95. That's the price of a trumpet. There you have it. Okay. It's really like when you're solving or applying linear algebra in a real life situation, you really have to read and understand the story. And one good strategy here is that you put yourself on the situation so you can understand the problem. You should be able to define the variable, what you're needing, what are you looking for, and what you have as choices. And the rest is just you apply the basic concept of solving linear equation. And again, I hope you learned something. And as always, kaboom!